What's going on, you guys? It's me, Anarchy Ninja, and today this battle station is fully operational. We officially have 400 MBPS. We went, if you watched the stream last night, you knew we needed like a new switch, because the one we had was like capped out at 100 MBPS, so we couldn't even get the full power, but we got the new switch. Turned out to be cheaper than I thought too. It actually was only like what, 900 something pesos, so it turned out to be probably around $17-18. A lot cheaper than I thought it was gonna be, but we in full power mode. Can't find bad guys though. I'm not gonna lie, I recorded a video before this, but I'm not gonna use it because I was literally just roasting my teammates. We were versing a team, and that team was not even remotely decent, right? None of them were like anything to write home about, but all they did was stick together. And my team literally did not know what to do. They just stood there and waited. They didn't even go in. So it was the most boring shit, and they just stand there and somehow still find a way to die. Like, you're literally not even engaging the enemy, and you find ways to die. So I had to scrap that one. I'm like, dude, I can't do this shit. I was literally just roasting the whole team. I'm like, this is a little bit too much even for me. But anyway, so this is technically our second game with 400 MBPS. Looks like this game our teammates are actually engaging stuff, which is nice. Pretty sad we have to be excited that our team actually tries to engage an enemy once in a while. But again, disclaimer, it ain't gonna do any magic tricks. At the end of the day, we're playing on a game that is really broke, and we're playing on servers on the other side of the world. So no matter what internet you get, it is not gonna be able to fix it. It might help here and there a little bit. Like even just playing on 100 MBPS the other night, we noticed the difference in the it felt like the gunfights were a little crisper. Not much. It's not like, oh my god, I'm amazing now. It's like, it's nicer. But it's not going to work miracles, especially in Heroes vs. Villains. The first death in the previous video, I wish we had left that in, but I already reset the Elgato because we went in and we were like, we just got 400 MBPS. Let's see if we notice anything different. And the first thing that happens, as I'm saying that, is I dash and Luke just grabs me out of the dash and kills me. I'm like, well, it was literally perfect timing. Like, it was like, oh, look, it's going to be good. And then, no, we immediately died. So unfortunately, that type of stuff's still gonna happen. Maybe I'll cut down on it a little, but I ain't expecting much. Oh, is this my team again, where they're not gonna engage? Ah, here they are. They actually showed up. See, my last team, if I had looked in that situation, they'd still be out there standing and being like, "What's going on? Is this where we go attack on them?" It's like, ugh, so frustrating, man. I just don't get it. This is part of the rant that was the previous video that you're never gonna see because we had to cancel that. We would get canceled if we posted that one. But it was just like, how do you get on? Like, I get it, you enjoy this game, that's fine, enjoy it. But how do you get on, and your idea of a good time is to just sit there? Like, not engage at all, just literally just sit there and stare at them. Like, where's the fun in that? I don't mind, hey, we need to regroup, that's one thing, that's fine. You need to regroup at times. Not talking about that. But we would all be there. Even I would go over and just stand with these guys, and they don't do anything. They just stared. And we had a boba, not this boba, by the way. So I'm not roasting this boba, but he would just happen to be there, so we looked at him. We had a boba who was literally just standing there getting shot in the face by Han, and like didn't even attempt to move. He was just like, you know what? This is where I'm gonna die. And it was just like, what is this? Like, I have never. It was probably one of my least favorite teams I've ever played on in this game, and that is saying something. We have had a lot of games on here with a lot of players who just, you know. But that one, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just because I was in a bad mood because I'm testing new internet and these guys didn't even want to move and help out. But oh my goodness. It's rare when we scrap videos because usually I leave anything in there. You know, I say the craziest shit. It don't matter to me. But that one, no, that video would have got demonetized on a heartbeat. Let's put it that way. I was like, no, dude, these guys are fucking pathetic. My grandma could have played better because at least she would have walked forward. I'd be like, Grandma, move this joystick. There you go. Move the joystick. You're good now. That's all you need to do. Like, we're losing this game, but at least this one's relatively close. The other one, it was somehow close, but it was one of those matches where if we just had a few people who were, like, not even good, but just, like, would attack, I feel like we should have at least won by, like, 12 points or something. It wouldn't even have been that close. But somehow our team just not doing anything. Just, yeah. Maybe that's why they didn't do anything. They wanted to keep the game close. Let's just say that's what they were doing. We'll lie and say that. Sometimes you just gotta lie for your teammates or something. Sometimes you're like, no, they had a plan. We did just throw our saber there and nothing came out, by the way, but But you'll still be seeing these glitches. I'm excited to try it when I live stream here later. See how that works. See if we notice any difference. Hopefully we can see some less lagginess on the stream. Maybe even in a grand crazy world we'll even get to up the quality a little bit. We had to dumb it down with the way our computer's working. So sadly I still feel like the computer's gonna kind of not allow us to really upgrade it much. But hopefully now that we have better internet, it can at least, that'll help out a bit. But I'm not an expert on any of this shit, so I don't know. It was annoying though. We went to the mall there in the Philippines. They got a like SMC I think it was. I don't know which. They have a bunch of malls, but this one had a huge floor like dedicated to electronics. And when I searched on the internet, I was like, "Is there a Switch that can support up to 1 gigabyte of internet speed and not lose it?" Like the one we had, like I said, was capped. You could have 1,000 upload, but it would, if you use the internet switch to like use other Ethernet ports, it would just cap it at 100 upload. So I'm like, no, what's the point? I'm like, come on, everybody using fiber nowadays. They gotta have one. And even when I Googled it, somebody said, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, no, that just doesn't seem right. That's where my common sense kicked in. I'm like, dude, everybody use fiber. There's gotta be something. You know? And we went to the mall and we asked one of the guys there at one of the electronic stores, and he's like, no, you can't do it. It's just gonna be capped. And I'm like, but do you have any that specifically work for, we just said gigabit or gigabyte, whatever the fuck it's called, because, you know, we don't have that. But I mean, just give me one that's powerful. Like, there's gotta be one. No, those don't work. They don't do that. They're all capped. And I don't know if that was a mistranslation saying he didn't have them, but the way he kept saying it, and my girlfriend was translating it to me, was that they can't do that. And I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. But luckily we tried one more store, and we found a dude who's not dumb, and he's like, oh yeah, right here. Yeah, look, right here. See, this one's up to 1 gigabit of strength. Won't weaken your numbers at all. It won't be capped at 100 MBPS. You're good to go with this. And I'm like, oh shit, what's the price? And he's like, it's only like 17, 18 bucks. I'm like, let's fucking go, dude. Don't you just love it when you get like a helper in a store or whatever you want to call it, an employee that knows their shit and isn't like a complete fucking idiot, and they're just like, yeah, right here, dude, this is easy. Yeah, of course you could do that. Yeah, no problem. It's like, oh my god, it is so nice getting one of them. That's not a tipping situation, but man, I almost felt like take a little something for your time. And he didn't really do anything special. He just knew what the product was. But it's just like some people just don't do that. And I'm like, anyway, whatever. It all worked out. It all worked out at the end. And we got some Krispy Kremes too, because anytime you go to the mall, you got to get Krispy Kremes. I need to stay fat. And just side note, we were actually winning the game. Now, what the hell, we were losing? And now we end this game. So hopefully our days of freezing are over. Wait, did I kill Han? Who did I didn't even mean to grab the Han. Yeah, I guess we killed Han. Hey, Papacito, you so rough, Daddy Luke. Yoda blocked that somehow. You lucky little bastard. Just broke Leia's spine on a tree, and I almost made an inappropriate joke, and it goes along the lines of Kill Bill. But I'm not going to say what. I'm not going to say what. You're going to have to just connect the dots on that. You know how my mind goes with these jokes sometimes. They're not appropriate. And if I was a big YouTuber, I'd definitely be done and canceled by now. You got to connect the dots on that one.
Morgana's filling the garbage chute.
Actually turned out to be a close game. Ah, marvelous. Much better than the previous one we were just in. Now the exciting part for me is now that we got better internet. For those who don't watch the stream, we'll explain it again, but one of the things with Battlefield, we couldn't get a server browser. Like, so for me to play, I would have to play on an Asian server, and literally nobody plays that game here. So it doesn't do me any good. But you could use a VPN and connect it to your Xbox and do it that way. Which we tried, and in theory it worked, but we just didn't have the speed to do anything. I guess we weren't dashing. Maybe he shot me from the side, though. But now that we have internet that's not turtle speed, we might be able to connect a VPN and play that game. So we might be trying that out here soon. Not sure when, but it's on my list of to-do, just to see if we can handle it. man, if we could actually get in the game, and yeah, we're still going to be playing on servers far away, but at least it would allow us to play where the other one we couldn't even play. Like, you think I'm lagging bad on this game when I didn't have good internet? My goodness, on Battlefield, it was not even playable. Here, you can still play. Yeah, the freezing sucks, but I mean, it was still doable. When Battlefield was like, no. Dude, am I seeing things? Han? Weren't you just here? Here he is. Thought I was going crazy. Fly, Yoda, fly! Well, there we go. There's our first game you'll see with gigabit internet. Or not gigabit, excuse me. 400 MBPS. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. We actually got a decent game here with Maul. We didn't have like a crazy amount of glitches, but again, we'll need a bigger sample size. But anyway, and side note, for those who are asking if the internet, slow internet connection thing up the top right would go away, it's still there. But again, we're playing on a server on the other side of the world, so I don't think that would have any effect on it. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow if everything goes according to plan.